So anyway, let's do some meditation now. Oops. That's good. So first of all, close the eyes. It don't really matter the other details of your posture as the way you are sitting, but it is really helpful to close the eyes, to feel safe enough in this room that you can close your eyes and just cut off all that visual stimulation. You don't have to worry about what you're seeing. Which means it's one of the senses you don't have to be concerned about. It's like, finishing some business. If you've replied to all your emails or whatever, then you can shut down your computer and have some rest. So this is resting your brain from having to see things and look at them. And it means you're open to more peace. But we still have a body to look after. So the next thing I do, having closed my eyes, I start to check my posture, how I'm sitting. And you can sit on chairs or on stools or whatever. But when you are sitting on a stool or a chair, it's very similar. First of all, to make sure that your feet are comfortable. And don't take anything for granted. You may even just move your feet slightly. Is that more comfortable? Push the feet apart, push them forward, tuck them in. Where's the best position for you? It may not make that much of a difference to your meditation success, but at least it shows you're caring for some parts of the body which, again, you don't spend enough attention on. So I'm looking at my feet, not with my eyes, but with my mind, experiencing them, knowing them. And then I found you can relax them. You're not moving anything, at least I'm not this time, but I can just take away any tightness or stress in that area of my body. You develop that sensitivity, which later on in your life you can use at so many times to relax your body and keep it reasonably healthy. And then, having relaxed my feet, I just move up my legs past the ankles, making sure the ankles are at ease. And sometimes I just give them what we call loving kindness, well-wishing, caring. Just like sometimes you see, I remember just one nurse many, many years ago had to wake me up in the middle of the night so I could give me some medication, so many years ago now. But I remember just the smiles just showed so much care. And I always remember that. It made me feel safe. So when I can care for my ankles and my lower legs, they relax. Many times there's stress in the body because of fear, and the kindness releases that fear. It opens up the body so its own healing can happen. And move up to my knees, making sure that I can relax and free up any tightness or tension in my knees, And I won't move upwards until I can feel, I've done this so many times, so I can notice that feeling of relaxation in my knees. It's like a feeling like they're resting on two really soft pillows. There's no stress on them. And then I move up my thighs. Same thing, just like scanning them. And as I scan those thighs, there's hardly ever any problems there. But I do get up to my butt. And when I get to my butt, you can always feel some pressure there, for me, on a cushion. I make sure that that's as even as I possibly can make it. In particular, there's no folds of my robe cutting into my flesh, because that will ache later on. And checking my butt feeling, it feels nice. It feels good enough. So I can pass it by and go up to my waist. That's where I usually just adjust my back to make, for me anyway, I straighten my back up. It feels good, so I keep it there. Each one of you, don't try and imitate me. Just how do you feel? What's the most comfortable position for your back right now? If you want to lean back on the chair, fine. However your back feels the most comfortable. Then I go to the bottom of my torso and just go up from the inside, scanning up inch by inch, going up my digestive system, making sure it's relaxed to the max. And if there is any ache or tightness, what I do is just focus on it and give it kindness, expanding rather than being afraid and contracting and squashing it. And you find even little aches, you can just, with loving kindness, you can watch it disappear. And that practice gave me confidence later on in life when there is more acute and piercing feelings in your body. You can know how to deal with them too. To be kind to them, go inside them, and relax them until the most weird feelings just can vanish. I'll go up to my stomach. I can feel it very clearly. And relax it to the max. Any feelings of aching get less, until my tummy feels really at ease. Because when it's at ease, the next thing which happens when I just move away from it, it vanishes, it disappears, so it's not a problem for me. I move up to my lungs and my heart. Just go right through your body, picking up whatever you can experience. Of course, you've got livers and kidneys in my back, but they're very quite at ease. If I could feel anything there, I would pause there and just give it relaxing kindness. Sometimes it's like, you have a child and they can't go to sleep at night. You just stroke their hair, tell them a sort of a calm story, make them feel safe. And that sort of tightness, keeping them awake, vanishes and they fall asleep. It's like what I'm doing to the parts of my body, making them all fall comfortably asleep. To my shoulders. You know the feelings, the sensations in your shoulders, you know them. Now, relax them. When you first do this, it may be difficult for you, but after a while you soon learn how just to experience something like the feeling of your shoulders, and you learn how to bring them to a state of ease and comfort. It's part of the meditation skill. And then go down my arms, down past the forearms, the elbows, the wrists, to my hands. When I get to my hands, I don't know, every week I do the same mistake. Now I'm aware of my fingers and I put them in a good position. And I just be aware, like a supervisor, over my arms and hands. Just checking everything is okay. And once it is okay, it's as if that part of my body is grateful for me. Thank you for giving us attention. And I can move on, and everything is fine down there. Move up to my neck. I did this many years ago. When I started meditating, I would have a sore neck. It was only because the head was not properly balanced on top of the neck. So sometimes I move the head back, move it forward to the left, to the right, and find out the best position. And once I've got that, I can move up to my face. Say the facial muscles, because it's quite useful to be aware of the facial muscles, especially around the eyes and the mouth. Because if there's any tiredness or any type of mental stress, that is usually connected to the tightness around my face. So by relaxing the muscles around my eyes, on my forehead, around the nose and the mouth, by relaxing them all, I'm actually relaxing the emotions as well. So I can feel at ease. And then I feel the whole body like joining all these parts together, from the toes to the tip of the head, everything relaxed to the max. And when it is relaxed, it's always associated with a delightful feeling of relaxation. It's a pleasurable sensation. My body is at ease. Sometimes people pay a lot of money to go on holidays, to just sit on a recliner by a beach, or have a massage or a bath. You can do that for nothing here in our Buddhist society, relaxing the body so it feels so comfortable. and a source of good health. So I'm aware of my whole body now. It feels delightful. I indulge. Stay there a little bit longer. And I move to my mind. And just to pick up the mind, I just ask how peaceful I feel. You know what I sometimes do? I ask myself a number from 10 to 1. 10 is very agitated. 1 is really peaceful. What number would you give your mind? How peaceful is it? Now you're aware of an important part of your mind, the level of peace. So the next thing I suggest is discovering what makes your mind more peaceful. What is the cause of peace? And what is the enemy of peace in your own mind? Always find the past and the future, enemy number 1. So I try just to settle down, to go inwards into this very moment, just now. If ever I feel I should be planning what I'm going to talk about later, or planning what I need to do later on this weekend, I always remember that now is where my future is being made. If I'm really peaceful right now, my future usually works out just right. So to prepare for the future, I let my mind rest in this moment. And all the past, way too uncertain. So let both of those go. And in this moment, the level of peace increases. I can feel it, I can know it. My mind is getting more peaceful. And the next thing is all these words, they also become disturbing now. So I know the joy of silence. When I'm aware, when I know, but don't give a description to things. Don't give a name to anything. Just know it's peace, stillness. And all these other parts of meditation, breathing, lights, jhanas and stuff, they all come naturally from this point. So I'm going to be quiet. very close to the end of the meditation period. Don't open your eyes yet. Just know how you feel. How peaceful have you become? And have this beautiful gratitude for it. How wonderful it is to be able to experience peace. And know how it comes about by letting go of things. And that peace is not boring. That peace is one of the most delightful experiences you can have. And it's resting, healing, regenerating energies. And as you come closer to the end of the meditation, you feel how your body responds. When the mind is peaceful and still, the body really deeply relaxes. And I can feel as I'm looking at my physical body now, experiencing its muscles and bones, just how at ease it all feels. I say thank you to meditation. And now I invite you, I'm going to ring the gong 3 times. At the end of the 3rd ringing of the gong, you may open your eyes to come out of the meditation. Very nice. Excellent. So, having done the meditation, now is the opportunity to give a talk on some part of Buddhism.